Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Tennessee Titans. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another first and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Buying time to his left. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
2nd and 11 at the 41. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Got a man. It's Breshad Perriman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but it'll be second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so. Short.
9-yard gain on the play. It's now 4th down and
1. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. A first look now for Darrington Evans. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Out of the gun, Tannehill out to his left. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
their own 21-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. throw again. Allen. He'll look underneath here for Love. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And this now 3rd and 11 after that second down completion actually went back a yard. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And the Titan defense steps up here and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. The Bills send the punter out as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Titan football. And from down in Miami, an update. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A good balanced attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
What's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
First down carry for Henry. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
From the 27, Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown, 27 yards. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. This is Love. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now it's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. the gun. It's Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
From what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Try the toss play to Love. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. You ain't gonna burn me. Bryce Love, 78 yards. And the Bills cut into that lead. Well, CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
45-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. This is Henry. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary in that last possession, though.
11 yards there, first down.
At the 43-yard line.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Henry's got it out on the left side. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Henry. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. To throw is Tannehill. And his throw here's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Tannehill throwing again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They'll run on first down. Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Tannehill. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Henry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Tannehill. The quick slant caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
After the interception, here's Tannehill, escaping the pressure right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Tannehill. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Tannehill on 1st down. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill, and the Titans are able to extend their lead.
That was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Again, it's Henry. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taking. Down
by A.J. Epinesa. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Running from the gun with Henry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill steps away. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen going deep for Diggs. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Throwing again. Allen. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On play action, Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On 1st down, here's Love. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. And he rifles one incomplete. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen going deep for Diggs. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 42 yards. And the Bills get a bit closer. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And that wound up traveling an even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and run it here. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. And shedding it off down open field. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play. Right?
Neither are. I still remember being in school and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
At the 28-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw. Tannehill rolling to his left. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd and 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. They'll run with Henry. Room here to run. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
That's the score. Titans 45. Bills 22.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
10 at their own 22-yard line.
This is miserable.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
At the 26-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now this time, Allen will throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Nice love. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Bills 22.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Allen eluding the pressure right. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 18. He got 29 yards that time. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Love. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Bryce Love, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills cut into that lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was this successful.
Saw a touchdown, too.
Great partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off play action, Tannehill. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Tannehill. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
On 2nd down, it's Henry, and he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Going deep for Diggs. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. They'll run it again with Henry. To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. This is taken at about the 14. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off near his own 48. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
On 1st down, Love finds an opening past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
On play action, Allen. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for him because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did him no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for him. Offense, he'll get a little bit of praise.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. One final try here for Allen. Now in desperation. It's caught inside the 25. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
A 41-yard gain. 1st down, Bills.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for Tennessee, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.